Hello, gorgeous. So today, let's do something creative. Something a little different than just the regular glam, okay? So we finish up our skincare and we're going to get right into it. So whatever I do is going to kind of tie into my shirt top today. Because a lot of my face is going to be primed for this look with eyeshadow base, I'm going to go ahead and put on my Top Secret Flashing Out Glam, and we're going to do the foundation for this look first. So we went in with Top Secret, but we're going to also go in with the Maybelline New York Grippy Serum as well. This is also a primer, a grip primer with a niacinamide. So today we're going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, another foundation I referenced in our foundation video. And this is one I don't use often, but it's perfect when I'm doing a look like this. So we're going to use it today. And normally I'll do my brows first, but I think for this look I may actually cover the brows. Not sure yet, but I can always go back and do them if I decide to or not to. All right, so we're just going to take a foundation brush. And we're just going to tap this foundation in. So today I'm going to try a setting powder that I just don't use. I mean, because like, you know, I have to use some of these products that I don't use because I have my favorites. But this is the Makeup Forever Professional Paris HD Setting Powder. And since we're doing a creative look, it won't hurt to use it. If I don't like it, it's not going to make that much of a difference because there is base that's going to be going over top of it anyway to finish up the look. But to set down this foundation so it doesn't blend in with the base, we're definitely going to use a setting powder. So today it would be this one. And it's a little darker than what I normally would use, but for the purpose of what we're using it for today, let's go for it and use the product. And I'm just setting the entire face now, including the under eye, but like I said, we're going to be going in with a base anyway, so there's no point in using a concealer. We're just really setting the foundation for this creative. No, I actually like this powder. I just never used it before. I'm going to go ahead and use the Powder Mount setting spray by one side. I like to use this whenever I go heavy in with powder because it really does melt the powder down. I'm going to put a fan to it. Start with the white base, and if you already know, we're going to use what? A 888 brush by Ducky Cosmetics, code Nikki, N-I-K-K-I, to lay this base down. And I think I am going to be covering... Ooh, wait a minute, hold up. That's not what I wanted it to do. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is remove. This is the reality. Sometimes you gotta start from scratch. So what I'm going to do is remove the makeup from the face. Normally this base will cover it up. So we're just going to take micellar water. And instead of cleaning the entire face off, we're just going to clean those areas where we're going to lay down that base. So let's do that. I'm just going to take some micellar water, just like if I was cleaning off my eye. You could use the clean makeup wipe as well, but the micellar I know will get it clean down to where I want it to be. So I'm just cleaning off the areas that I know I'm going to be applying the base. Okay, see, that's the thing you gotta love about makeup. All you gotta do is autocorrect. Right, so now we're just gonna blend this in before we go in with the next shade. And we're gonna put some translucent powder on this side in a second. But right now we just want to get that base tapped into the skin just like that. Okay, so I could add the translucent now, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side with the green base, and then we can add the translucent all at once. So I'm gonna blend that out. Well, so we just wiped away the foundation in the exact areas where I was applying the base. There is still foundation on other parts of my face. So here is wiped off, here is wiped off, but it's still here on the chin, the nose, and those areas, because I'm not sure if I'm covering those entire areas. And the green, it won't make a difference anyway. So it's just the white, you know, because it's white. It's anything that's going to bleed through it. Okay. All right, so let's get the green base laid on the other side. And we got our new clean 888 brush by who? Ducky Cosmetics, by who? Ducky Cosmetic. And what's that code? Nikki, N-I-K-K-I. So we're going to get the green out. Okay, so let's take some of the green. And because it's going to pull off on it white, we're going to just start it right there. I don't need way more green than that. Now you could also do this look using a Miron paint palette as well, but for this look I just want to do specifically eyeshadow base, and then I'll go and line and everything else with a liner palette. But you could just lay down the white and the green using paint. And that's just the FYI. I'm just getting it close enough to that white so I can blend it in. And we're going to pat this on and then get it blended out. All right, y'all, so we are here with this look. So now I'm ready to go in and do some more detailing in this area right here. All right, so just stay with me. So we are using Spike Beauty's waterliner palette to do the details. And to activate our waterliner palette, I just use a setting spray of any kind. This one I'm just going to use the e.l.f. one because it's not that expensive, so it's not. I don't feel like we're wasting it. But I like to use setting spray opposed to water. Why? Mainly because it helps it dry down faster. All right, so I'm going back into the black again. So we're going to add a little the black underneath of that gold. And then we're going to add a little bit of white. Now, a lot of people get like nervous about doing waterlining, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Literally, it doesn't. I promise you it doesn't. All right, so now I want to come in and I want to add some white just to give it a little depth. Just realized I missed the black line there, so I'll come back and do that. And I just use a makeup wipe in between to clean this brush off so I can stay with one brush. Alright, now for brows, we're going to go with black rhinestones for the brows, and we're going to black out the lips as well. So we're going to just take some glue and create the brow on both sides. And let's get a rhinestone picker. Start one there, and then one there. And that'll help me keep the shape as I'm placing down the brows. Alright, so we got the brows done. I'm taking Duckula by Ducky Cosmetics to lay as a base. For the lips. Okay. We'll let that mat down and we will go in with the rhinestones. Alright, so I want to blow out the under eye, so we're going to go back into the palette real fast before we finish the lips. And we're going to go into that black with a smaller brush. Let's get it in. Trying to think if I want to blow in a little green, like in the corner and in the corner. So I think I'm gonna flip it. So I'm gonna go in with that lighter green on this eye right here in the corner. Yeah, I like that. Just kind of throw it into that black. And then we're going to do the same with that darker green in this corner. And drawing that into the black. Obviously, we have to put the glue on the lip. And we're just going to simply just start applying it. And we'll keep going until the lip is full. Right, as you can see, the bottom lip is done. So now we're going to hit the top lip. Alright, y'all, so we got that done. All we have to do now is highlight, and then we're going to put on, I'm literally spitting rhinestones. We're going to highlight, and then we're going to put on our lashes, and then this look is done. For highlight, we're going to use Smoky Slipper by Ducky Cosmetics. Let me turn down the light on this camera. That's the TikTok camera. Get a highlight glow duck brush. I wish I knew how to lower the light on this for y'all so y'all can see how it really hits. Okay, so we're gonna go highlights as usual. I think we're going to go ahead and apply highlight over the eye as well. Okay, so our lash today is going to be Donna by Ducky Cosmetics. Code what? Code Nikki. So we're going to crack open a fresh pack of Donna. And this is what she looks like. Alright, we got to replace our moles. And I like to use Prestige Liner by Lash and Out Glam to do that. And we're only going to replenish 2 of the molds today because most of them are covered anyway. Well, 3. I can see 3. Let's do one on this side. Or 2. Tell me what y'all think in the comments so far. Okay. Now we letting the lashes dry down. And after we do the lashes, we'll do a final set and we're done. Alright, y'all, and it's a wrap. The look is done. We have applied the lashes. These are, again, Donna by Ducky Cosmetics. Code Nikki. And this is The Face. Inspo by My Top. And just do me a favor. If you watch this whole video, tell me what you think about the video and the look. And how did I match up the inspo? Alright, thank you, gorgeous. And I will see you guys in the next video.